want to share with you today how to create magic and activate your Shakti power. I know David is excited about this, but it's not that kind of magic. It's actually a more controversial subject. So prepare yourself, because over the next few minutes, we will look at how you find your Shakti, how you harness its power, and how you spread the love so you can use this power and this energy in your daily life. But before I start, by a show of hands, how many of you know what Shakti is, or have you ever heard of Shakti before? 1, 2, just a few of you. Maybe you're shy on answering this question. So I'll take a minute to describe this. Shakti comes from a Sanskrit word, and the meaning behind it, it's power and empowerment. Shakti is seen as the primordial cosmic energy, and in Hinduism is described as the divine mother. And why mother? It's because this energy manifests through female embodiment, through energy, through nurture, through fertility, nature, creation. Now, when you do a little bit of a research, you find Shakti is always with Shiva. Shakti and Shiva are actually seen as the all-in-one divine consciousness. They're two different sides of the same coin. We have Shiva, masculine principle, which is consciousness, and then we have Shakti, the feminine principle, which is the birthing energy, the creator, the nurturer, the movement, right? So in Tantra, Shakti manifests itself through Kundalini, and you've probably seen these images. If you haven't, just pay attention to some pharmacy logos. You'll see the resemblance. But Kundalini starts at the base of your spine. And when this energy is activated, it moves through your body to meet Shiva at the top, at the crown of your head. So in a tantric way, we call this the ultimate bliss. And that is some magic there. If you haven't figured it out, Shakti is described a lot as our sexual energy. But this has nothing to do with sex. It's not just about sex. It has nothing to do with the religion or the beliefs that you have in. It's just the way the energy manifests within ourselves. It's the life force that makes us act and react. Before I tell you how you find your inner power, I just want to tell you a little story. So once upon a time, there was this girl who believed in fairy tales, and she thought that she found her Prince Charming. She marries the prince, leaves her family, crosses lots of lands and seas, and ends up in a new wonderland called Canada. This would have been the place where her children would be born and raised, and they'll live happily ever after, right? Well, reality kicked in and knocked me off my feet. 3 years later, I ended up getting a divorce. 8 months after the divorce is final, I got into a car accident where I rolled off the highway in a very dark, crazy winter of Canada. So that happened 6 years ago. I was 25 at the time, and I felt like I was losing grips with my life. I felt lost, confused, probably depressed, but I would have never admitted it at the time. So it was a moment that made me question, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go next? Through some fortunate circumstances, I had a lot of people in my life that pointed me to various aspects of personal development. And that's how I discovered Tony Robbins and the book Awaken the Giant Within. If you didn't read it, do, because it's an amazing book. It helped me rediscover myself. It helped me look at personal growth in a whole new way. And that way, it showed me that the powerful energy within us can help us heal, can help us move forward, can help others around us. So when the time comes to say farewell out of this world, we actually leave something behind. We can make a difference. So to find your inner power, you actually don't have to go look for it, because it's in there. You can call it Shakti energy, you can call it feminine principle, you can call it sexual energy, call it whatever you want. But it's already part of us. Just ask quantum physics. Everything is energy, right? So we know there are two principles, and the energy we have within ourselves manifests in two different ways. In a static, grounding way, the masculine principle, in a moving, flowing way, the feminine principle. In Tantra, the grounding energy, the masculine principle, is there to hold the space for your Shakti, for the moving energy to create and to birth everything around us. Now, Tantra is a practice. It's not synonym with Kama Sutra. I know you guys heard of that, but that's a different topic. So this energy, it's your creative power. And when you tap into your creative power, it not only enhances and boosts our own sexual energy, but it boosts our life force. It's the drive behind our movement, our decisions, our actions, our reactions. So it seems like the slides are a little bit out of order. But this energy will help you tune in to yourself, and it will help you move forward and become a better person every single day. Become the better version of yourself. And then you get to support and surround yourself with people who can move to the same direction, and you can make a difference. Now, when you tap into your energy, you have creativity at the tips of your fingers. And not only the fire that comes out of this energy, it pushes us forward. It actually brings the light from within outside. We hear that all the time. Your happiness is within you, your strength is within you. But on a cellular level, do you really believe that without no doubt, without ever worrying that there's nothing, an energy that creates this movement out of us? So you can actually experience boosts of motivation, inner happiness out of nothing, strength in the most dire needs, and joy out of just simple moments in our life. And when you experience that, you are capable of creating magic. How? By just recognizing that your energy is already there. You just have to tune in, listen to it. Have you ever felt the palpitations in your fingers, or the vibration in your body, or a tickle in your ear? Every physical reaction, it is an actual energetic response. We just have to start being open and react to the way it manifests in your body. So find the present moment. This is the best way to tap into this energy, is to recognize that we need to tune into our own body. We need to listen to how the energy flows. How many body sensations in a given time can you identify? Perspiration, heat, cold, the air on your skin. All these things, we go in our day without even observing how our body reacts when we interact with people, with circumstances, situations around us. So when I discovered this energy that is all over our body, inside of us, the more you practice, the more you flow with this energy, the more you'll be able to energize yourself, and the more you'll be able to discover new ways of being creative and finding new solutions to whatever life hits you with. There's a fire that it's there. You just have to start tapping into it. Have you ever read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill? If you haven't, do check it out. The author shows us how highly successful people actually use their sexual desire and sexual energy into their own work, into their projects, into pushing them forward, into overcoming failure and rejection. So when I talk about finding your Shakti, finding your energy, I'm referring to finding the space to reconnect back with your body, to be present, to actually realize that you can impact any kind of relationship that you have, intimate and non-intimate, because that energy that you project outside of you, it will impact your surrounding, it will impact the people you interact with, and it will change the way they react to you. Not only, it will actually boost your strength, and it will show you that the most powerful strength comes from us, and we can tackle anything. And you don't need to go through a divorce or a car accident to figure that out. You just have to tap into your source. And you become your own superhero, because we hear from people around us how strong we are, how we're capable of everything. But we need to start believing in ourselves, and we need to listen to this power that flows through you every single day. So how do you harness this power? First of all, be present. Be in this moment here and now. Stop being disconnected with our bodies. There's still a taboo talking about sexual energy or talking about our desires and needs and our body. We need to connect back to that. We need to become present, realize that the past and future thoughts are not going to help us move forward. So we need to become more present. When you talk to a friend, forget the phone, don't have any distractions, and be in that conversation. Be in your surroundings when you're at the park or at the beach, anywhere. Try to be mindful and present of everything you do. One way that works really well is when you wake up. You don't need more than 1 minute. Your body is already relaxed. Just observe where you feel the energy. Is it in your stomach? Is it at the top of your head? Is it in your feet? And let it flow through you. And imagine your day through this energy. You'll realize that you'll be able to impact the way your day goes. And not only, you'll actually be able to change circumstances. And if things don't go your way, you just have to react at it differently. You'll realize you'll become a lot more creative in finding solutions. And your day completely shifts around, and other people's day shifts around because of you. So just give it a try. Don't take my word for it. You're thinking, magic, Shakti, Shiva, what planet am I on, right? It's a very blissful one, trust me. Just give it a try to observe your energy again. A very, very easy way to tap into your energy is during desire and arousal. It's impossible for you to have never felt this energy. Butterflies in your stomach. Oh, I'm flustered. I'm hot. I'm cold. You all felt this. And that is your energy responding to you. So when this happens next time, observe it. Don't react to it. Don't act on it immediately. Just observe what happens to your body, to your thoughts, to your mind, and choose to do something else. Go to the gym or finish a project that you've been delaying. Put this energy to a different aspect of your life, and you will be able to create magic. Trust me. So it will impact a lot of aspects of your life. But I want to show you a different side of this story. So many times, and it still gets to me every single time. It's very unfortunate that we have this strength and this power and this energy within us, and it's used to abuse and oppress and harm others, especially in cases of children, child marriages, child abuse. Now, imagine a toddler who's afraid to go into a room at the side of a bed, who goes through physical and emotional pain every time she's bathed. When they try to change her diaper, she goes into madness. She pulls her hair, scratches her face, wounds her body. What has happened to this child to cause all that? Now, we all know it's sexual abuse, and it's very unfortunate because this is a real story. You can find this on an organization's website called Love 146. They work on ending child trafficking and exploitation. So we still deal till this day with a very negative aspect of our energy, our sexual energy, our desire. And we deal with taboo, we deal with guilt, with shame, with pain. So when this beautiful energy is used in harmful ways, especially introduced to people who are not ready for it, who do not understand it, it just causes a lot of stress and harmful way of life. So Just a few facts. 1 in 5 girls and 1 in 20 boys have been victims of sexual traumas. 1 in 3 women worldwide have experienced sexual traumas. 20% of women and 5 to 10% of men remember a childhood sexual trauma. And 120 million girls in the world have been sexually forced. These are alarming numbers. Yes, they have changed over the course of the last decade or two. They have dramatically dropped, but we're still dealing with a very high number of sexual abuse, of an energy that has impacted my life and helped me move forward in so many ways. Yet again, we actually have this disease in our society. My husband at the time used to tell me that I have to be intimate with him because I'm his wife. It's a given. It shouldn't be. No partner, boyfriend, husband has the right to ask you to give yourself or your energy to them when you don't want to, because that causes pain, that causes you to shut down, that causes us to not recognize who we are anymore and turn our life into a lot of suffering. So when I think of reinventing tomorrow, I think of putting all our energy together and being able to make a difference, to help others move forward, to nurture those around us, to love them, to show them that there is good and this energy can be used for good. So we need to spread the love. We need to harness this energy and actually put it up for good use. We need to show that there is a side that helps you to heal, that helps you to embrace yourself, to actually love of you with all the sides, good, bad, or whatever comes along. So stand in your truth. My message for you today is please stand in your truth. Recognize that there is a power within us that we disconnected from, and we need to tap back in it. We need to lead by example. We need to help others heal and heal ourselves and teach those around us that this energy, it will create magic if you use it in a healthy way. So and heal yourself while healing others. Be supportive. Be there for those who need us. And most of all, to create a better tomorrow, we need to create a better today. And that starts now with you. Thank you.